It doesn't matter why I followed you. I caught you.
Please don't do it again. Next time it's not gonna be good if you follow me.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah.
I want to believe Zied, but his story is just not adding up. And I could very well be meeting the woman that my husband is having an affair with.
So we left Rebecca after she and her daughter-in-law had followed Zied and caught him in a parking lot with a blonde lady. All hell broke loose. Zied tried to explain that he wasn't cheating, it was his colleague's wife. But Rebecca just doesn't trust him, and as we'll soon see, that's for a good reason.
He's my friend. She's
I didn't
his
see
wife.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebecca, you didn't see him because you left about 60 seconds after you arrived. I just don't understand why a former private investigator didn't stay a bit longer and get all the information she actually needed. Why she didn't get conclusive proof. I mean, my gut feeling here is that Zied isn't cheating. He can't be with a story like that. I mean, that's the sort of story that's super simple to prove one way or the other, isn't it? But Rebecca's lack of trust in him is really wearing Zied down.
She not trust me. It's not good. I cannot like it. And I never do something like make her worried or cheating on her.
Now, for as much as Zied claims that he's never given his wife any reason not to trust him, any reason to believe that he would cheat, Rebecca claims that he's been acting really suspiciously of late. From going to bed early, to adding a privacy screen to his phone, to sneaking out in the middle of the night when he thinks she's asleep so that he can take calls. I mean, that does sound a little suspicious, but he might have a perfectly valid explanation. I mean, she should have asked him about it like an adult instead of sneaking around and secretly following him.
It doesn't matter why I followed you. I caught you.
I told you she's wife, my friend. I don't know you're gonna beat his wife with.
Let me see your
Just
phone.
him.
Rebecca then goes through Zied's phone, but surprise, surprise, there's nothing incriminating found. No messages or no phone logs. And while Zied is humouring Rebecca, right, he knows that she's traumatised by her last husband cheating on her, the truth is, her lack of trust in him has really, really pissed him off.
Please don't do it again. Next time it's not gonna be good if you follow me.
Are you threatening me?
Yeah.
Now, Zied and Rebecca do eventually return home together after that unnecessarily dramatic night. And after some talking, they manage to come up with a plan to make Rebecca feel better. It's a batshit insane and completely unnecessary plan, but it's also Rebecca, so of course it's gonna be.
He did reach out to his friend and said, hey, it'd be really great if we could have like a double date night, whatever, with you and your wife. And I think that would help a lot.
So let me get this straight. You thought that your husband was cheating. It's now obvious that he wasn't, but you still want to go on a date with his colleague and his wife, who he almost definitely wasn't sneaking around with. Like, why? What's the point of this? Surely Zied can just dig out a photo of the couple and that can be the end of that. But no, unfortunately not. And a week later, their date is set.
I want to believe Zied, but his story is just not adding up. And I could very well be meeting the woman that my husband is having an affair with.
Now, forget for a second Zied's story not adding up, because we're going to come back to that in a second. But also, Rebecca's story isn't adding up either. Like, just think about it for a second. Why on earth would Zied plan a double date with a woman who he's cheating on you with? Why would he want you to meet her? It's stupid. I mean, sorry guys, but that is what this is. And get this, just to make matters even worse, Rebecca has invited her son and her daughter-in-law to this meal too. Again, why?
I'm so glad you could be here. Of course. I asked my daughter-in-law Laura to come with me because she was with me on the stakeout and she got a better look at the woman than I did.
At this point, I really do feel bad for Zied. Like, if I were him, I'd be crippled with the embarrassment of all of this. I mean, after a little bit of small talk...
As you know, I'm like Chevy Steakhouse.
Rebecca then goes on to announce exactly why she's gathered them all here today.
I don't know if Zied told you guys why we're here or not. I saw him walking out of a restaurant with you.
No, I get it. I mean, I was out with friends and he told me to come by.
Now, the wife explains explains that she actually wasn't meant to be there that night. But, she says, midway through the night, midway through his drinks, my husband called me. And as I also happened to be out, as I was local, I just came and met up with them. Now, I'm glad that she clarified that, because one of the questions I had initially was why hadn't Zied invited Rebecca if wives had also been invited to this little shindig? But, unfortunately, this explanation doesn't satisfy everyone. You see, Rebecca's son, Brandon, wants a little extra confirmation about who exactly was there.
It was just you two?
Yeah.
A guy's night?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
he not told me he was gonna bring his wife. All right.
But there wasn't anyone else?
Oh no, just us.
Now, if you're wondering about the line of questioning, why he's asking that, hold on to that thought because it will make sense soon. But after clearing all of this up, it finally seems like it's enough for Rebecca. She's satisfied for now. But she does go on to say she and Brandon both go on to warn Zied that they are going to be keeping an eye on him because they believe he's been acting sketchy. And it's at this point that the blonde lady in question asks Zied how he feels about his own wife not trusting him.
His wife not trust him, he's not gonna be happy. The relationship need to be trust each other.
I'm okay with you doing things, but when it turns into something that looks sketchy.
Phew! Thank God you're okay with Zied doing things, Rebecca. How very generous of you. Now, Zied sarcastically says, okay, next time I'm out with my friends and their wife or their sister shows up, I'll make sure to text you so that you know. And although he may have said it sarcastically, Rebecca pretty much says, yep, like that is what she expects.
Yeah.
Now, as lunch wraps up, we finally find out what exactly has caused Rebecca to have her guard up. Like, what's the root cause of all of this distrust? Well, it turns out Zied's story hasn't exactly been lining up.
There are just so many inconsistencies with Zied's story. The fact that he lied about how he knew his friend.
Who are you meeting tomorrow night?
Oh, we'll go meet one of my friends who work with me.
Hold on, wait a second. During that awkward meal, during the small talk at lunch, Zied's colleague mentioned that he worked as a chef at a steakhouse. But wait, isn't Zied an HVAC installer? So what's going on? Did he lie about that? Does his friend have two jobs, perhaps? Like, something is suspicious here. And what's more, that isn't the only thing that Rebecca's picked up on.
The inconsistency of why she was at the bar.
His wife, she's bored home and she asked him to go with him.
Zied claims that she was bored at home and she asked if she could come. But again, there's an inconsistency there. Like, we heard directly from the lady herself that she was already out. She was with her friends when her husband called her and asked her to join.
I mean, I was out with friends and he told me to come by.
So yeah, that doesn't add up either. But there's more. There's also the claim that it was only the two of them, that they were out on a boys' night.
It was just you two?
Yeah.
A guy's night?
Yeah.
We are
Yeah, they're here somewhere.
They? What does that mean exactly? Like, if it was only Zied, his work friend, and then later his wife, who exactly is they? Now, on their own, any one of these little things might just be trivial, completely ignored, right? But altogether, they are adding up. They do come across as a little bit suspicious. Now, add into the mix the fact that he's also supposedly been making little secret phone calls in the middle of the night. Whatever's going on here, and let's just be clear, I don't think that he's cheating, but whatever is going on, it does very much seem like Zied might be hiding something from Rebecca. What that secret is remains to be seen, but make no mistake, Rebecca is on the scent and she's not gonna give up until she finds out.
After everything that we've been through, as soon as we get home, Zied's like, hey, I want some fruit. I'm going to run to the store. Is it that he's calling her? Like,